welcome to our Andrew Lessman 18th anniversary celebration. I'm your host, Colleen Lopez. Tonight, we celebrate your health with the world's finest vitamins. And what we're about to talk about is our very best value of the day. This is not only Andrew's most requested and most popular ingredient of all time in 18 years, but it is the biggest, best value we have ever seen on the amazing CoEnzyme Q10. For the very first time, we have bundled it. I'll talk about the bundles. Actually, the bundles would be sold out if we were not able to get a few extra made to save for you tonight, our primetime audience. So bottom line is this, 200 milligrams per capsule of the world's finest CoEnzyme Q10. We start there. You have a choice between a 50, which would be a try-me size, a 50 cap, a 150, a 300, or a 600 capsule supply. You can order just CoEnzyme Q10. They're all being offered with free shipping and handling. They're all being offered tonight on FlexPay. The big ones are on Extra FlexPay, so check that out. Now, if you'd like to go with the bundles, and as I said, these would be gone if we were not able to make a few extra for you tonight. Everybody went wild for these bundles. Why? First of all, it's a choice. You do a 300 capsule supply of the CoEnzyme Q10 or a 600 capsule supply of the CoEnzyme Q10. If you go with the 300 cap, we're going to be including a 120 cap size bottle of a new product that incorporates resveratrol, green tea EGCG, and pomegranate. All right, so you get a 120, or if you're doing the big one, and most of us are going here for ordering the big one, you're going to be receiving a 360 capsule supply of the EGCG resveratrol pomegranate product. So bottom line is this, and by the way, FlexPay is available, 6 flexible payments, free shipping and handling. If you go with the big bundles, or if you go with the larger bottles of just the CoQ, the 300 and the 600, we're also going to be including a cookbook. You're going to be getting, this is the Andrew and Muriel's Healthy Happy Holiday Cookbook. The cookbook, by the way, recipes are absolutely delicious, healthful, just yummy. They don't even taste like you're eating health food. They taste like you're eating rich, delicious, decadent, incredible food. You're going to have so much fun with that cookbook. So that's part of this offer tonight if you're going with the bigger choices. So that's the bottom line. Over 33,000 have already been ordered today. Congratulations, Andrew Lessman. Well, what a day. No, wow. This is like a record-breaking day here.
Yes. Congratulations to everyone out there. It's a special day every time we talk about CoQ10 because it's so important, but especially that one time a year when we do a Today Special with this kind of pricing. As Colleen and I are saying, I think we're going to be good on quantity. So I think we have enough of the CoQ10, and we're able to muster enough of the other ingredients because we ran out of the bundles. Yep. So we were able to, we have enough of the resveratrol, EGCG, and pomegranate to continue to make the bundles. But as I was saying backstage, I mean, literally, the price of getting the resveratrol, EGC, pomegranate that you get in the bundle for an additional $40 or $75 literally almost triples after midnight tonight. And CoQ10 literally doubles. So it's a great opportunity, and typically at the HSN price, they're great values to begin with. So this is the last 2 hours of a wonderful opportunity to get products that are as meaningful in terms of their science, in terms of what they can do for your body. And the science is what this is all about. This is not about hype or things like that, because CoEnzyme Q10, if you just go online and do some research about ubiquinone, which is its chemical name, you cannot produce energy in your cells without it. The very process of moving the electrons around inside our mitochondria, which are the little powerhouses in all our cells, that doesn't take place without CoQ10. It cannot happen. It doesn't take place. It is necessary for life. And the sad fact of CoQ10 is it's one of those ingredients that as we age, it is an accepted fact, our levels will go down. As our levels go down, our cells' ability to produce energy is compromised. And as that ability is compromised, it becomes very meaningful to the tissues or the organs and systems in our body that we rely on for our quality of life. Our heart, our brain, our liver, or our kidneys. One of the best ways to understand how important this is isn't simply by looking at how it functions, but looking at where it's most concentrated in our body. And there's an interesting chart that gives you insight into where it's most concentrated in your body. If you look at, actually, it's the next chart. If you look at the best food sources of CoQ10, And these are the best food sources. And sadly, what it shows us is CoQ10 is really limited. If what we're looking at here, that's the equivalent to get one capsule of CoQ10, 200 milligrams, one capsule. It would be over 2 pounds of pork heart,
Wow.
3 pounds of chicken heart, 3.5 pounds of chicken liver, 4 pounds of beef heart, 10 pounds of beef liver. What does that tell you?
We're not getting it. We're not eating it.
It tells us we're not getting it, but it also tells us where it is in an animal's body. It tells us where it is in our body. It's in our most vital organs. By far and away, the highest concentration of CoQ10 is in your most vital organs. The very functioning of those vital organs is entirely energy dependent. They never stop working. So whether you're tired or not, your heart has to still be able to produce all the energy it needs on a cellular level, or its function is compromised. The same with your brain, the same with your liver, the same with your kidneys. They never, ever stop working. So the unfortunate fact is that as we get older and our ability to produce the CoQ10 our body so desperately needs, and the reason I say our body's ability to produce, because basically our diet provides almost none. Typical diet provides a few milligrams of CoQ10 a day. The healthier diet, the less it produces, the less it delivers. So you're getting a few milligrams of CoQ10 a day, literally 1 or 2% of what you get in this capsule.
Gosh.
1 or 2% by diet, meaning the daily requirements that you have, say 97 or 98% of that must come from your diet. We know it does not. Then it must come from supplementation, or it must come from your body's synthesis of CoQ10. And the one medical fact is, as you get older, your body's ability to CoQ10 is compromised simply by aging. If you lead a perfect life, your ability to produce CoQ10 at 40 is not as good as it was at 20, and so on, 50, 60, 70, 80. It continues to be decreased in its ability to produce CoQ10. And then, if you consider the fact that we might smoke cigarettes, we might drink alcohol, we take medications like cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, which dramatically reduce CoQ10 levels. Many medications, antidepressants, antihypertensives, reduce CoQ10 levels in our body. When you think about that, our energy level, the ability for our organs to function at their very best are dependent on CoQ10, and it's really up to us. It becomes up to us to deliver it because it doesn't come from our diet. So then that one line of defense becomes supplementation. And for us, our CoQ10, in 30 years of delivering CoQ10, our source hasn't changed. It's the best natural CoQ10 in the world. The only difference today is it's a fraction of the price that it's ever been before. It's a fraction of the price that it was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, 30 milligrams would have cost you more per capsule than 200 milligrams today.
Let me show you right now the value tonight. I do need to point out, this is your last chance. This is the final show for an entire year. Once a year, we offer CoEnzyme Q10 as a today's special. This is the biggest, best value we've ever had. So a lot of us stock up today. I ordered a couple today because my husband takes it every day. I take 2 capsules every day. So does my husband. So we needed to stock up. We wait all year for this day. So if you want to order yours, get the orders in now before midnight. Because let me show you what's going to happen if there's any left. And frankly, I don't know that there's going to be a lot left. But let me show you what we have. A 50, a 150, a 300, a 600, or the bundles. Now, the 50, you can see, starting here, here's the regular pricing across the board. Here's the pricing today. Here's your savings. I want to take you all the way down to the bottom. Here is what most people are ordering. In fact, there are right now 1,200 people that can still get this big bundle.
But it's not $6.99.
It's not.
It's $2.74.
Exactly. But it would be $699. Today, right now, if you call us, it's $274. You're saving $425.
And just so everyone realizes, typically folks will take, as little as 60 or 100 milligrams of CoQ10 daily. So your 200 milligrams of CoQ10 is a high potency of CoQ10, and that's 600 capsule supply. That's 1 year and 8 months. So yes, that's a very large investment, the $274. But that's 1 year and 8 months of CoEnzyme Q10 with a high potency B12, with a high potency B complex, and with high potency vitamin C all blended in. And then, with that bundle, mind you, you're also getting a year of 100 milligrams of resveratrol. That's normally about $160 or $170 on its own. And with that comes 1 year of 100 milligrams of EGCG and 1 year of 100 milligrams of our standardized pomegranate. So yes, $274 is a very, very large investment, but when you consider it's almost 2 years of CoQ10, almost 2 years of CoQ10 at 200 milligrams a day, and also a year of 100 of resveratrol, 100 milligrams, 100 milligrams of EGCG, actually 200 milligrams of green tea polyphenols, and 100 milligrams of pomegranate extract.
And when you think about it, it's really almost, if you're getting the big bundle, it's almost like getting the CoEnzyme Q10 for free. Seriously, I'll show you why. Because just if you look at just the resveratrol product that you are going to be receiving, just the resveratrol is a $170 value. Just the green tea EGCG 100 is another $70 value. The pomegranate alone would be another almost $45. You are right now, if you do the math here, this comes to the same.
You're going to look to me.
I am.
To do the math.
Yeah, if you do the math here, Andrew. But I think it's got to be around $270, $280.
$285.
There you go. So, just for the extra product. And that does not include the 600 capsules, 200 milligrams per capsule of the world's finest coenzyme Q10.
And this,
wow.
This didn't exist before. This product only came into existence literally a few weeks ago. And what's interesting, when you look at all the ingredients on that label, the resveratrol 100, the EGCG 100, and the pomegranate 4040, when you look at all of those ingredients, that's not per 3 or 4 or 5 capsules. That's per capsule. So you're getting a year of that quantity every single day. So that's why the value is so exceptional. But mind you, if all you want to get is any of the sizes of the CoQ10, those are incredible today's special pricing. It's just the bundles were my way of, we came up with a brand new product that's the 3 most popular botanicals that we offer. We got all of their levels into a single capsule, and it was a great way. We didn't do a Today Special for any of those ingredients this year. So, and we're going to do, unfortunately, we didn't do any remotes from the factory this year because we're building a new studio set in the factory, so we don't have to disrupt production when we do our shows. And hopefully we might be able to do something in November. I'll keep everyone posted. But because we didn't do a Today Special for resveratrol or EGCG or pomegranate, you're basically getting a Today Special for all of 3 of those rolled into one product if you choose the bundles. If you don't choose the bundles, you just get the best pricing on the CoQ10.
And again, most of you are ordering that big bundle or the 300 cap bundle. To remind you, they would be completely gone. Andrew was able to add about 1,000 more here of the big one, and we have about 800. I hope that we can add a few more because those are going to be gone too. I mean, this is, if you want to try this coenzyme Q10. And the funny thing is, you know, this is one of those products, one of the reasons that it's Andrew's most popular selling ingredient. You know, you read all about the benefits of coenzyme Q10, but the truth is you feel better when you take it. This is a notice the difference, feel the difference product. It gives you this great sense of energy and well-being. I love how Andrew described it last night. It's not like drinking a cup of coffee and feeling wired or getting the jitters. Not at all. It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel uplifted. It gives you that get up and go feeling. It is a quality of life, a better quality of life. It just makes you feel better when you take it. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Because it's found in every single cell in our body. It's ubiquitous. It's found in every cell. A cell has to have it in order to be alive.
Did you use the name ubiquitous by accident? Do you realize when you say
I used it because you taught me that.
Well, ubiquitous is a word, and ubiquitous means something's everywhere.
Right.
If you keep running into someone, you might say, God, they're ubiquitous. Well, the reason why ubiquinone is called ubiquinone is because it's present in every cell. And frankly, if it isn't present in that cell can't engage in electron transport, that can't engage in the production of energy. And without producing energy, life is not possible. And one of the fascinating things, I've mentioned this a few times, and I know when people have stopped me, they say it's something that sort of has stopped them when they thought about it, that unlike the way energy works in the world, we don't produce energy at our house. Typically, we rely on the power company to do that. In our body, it doesn't work that way. Every single one of the trillions of cells in your body has the independent responsibility to produce its own energy, or it will not continue to live. Meaning, that every single cell in our body has the responsibility of maintaining adequate levels of coenzyme Q10, or it can't engage in the electron transport that's involved in the production of energy. And how fascinating is it that in our body, when we look at the label of CoQ10, those are the little structures that are little disc-shaped structures. They're kind of elliptical. Those elliptical structures, those are mitochondria. There are trillions and trillions and trillions of those in our body. That is where energy production takes place in our cells. That's where electron transport takes place. So how amazing is it, without even thinking of CoQ10 right now, which does that electron transport, but the energy we perceive, our existence, which depends on energy. Without energy, we are not existing. But that energy is simply the result of the movement of electrons from the food we've eaten. As we burn the fuel in the food we've eaten, as we burn that fuel, the electrons are being moved. The movement of those electrons, that movement, that electrical potential, is the energy that we then perceive. And it is CoQ10 that is at the very center of that movement of electrons. It's cycling between ubiquinone and ubiquinol. And it's an ingredient that is central to energy production. It must be present in all cells. And unfortunately, it's one of those unpleasant facts of the aging process. And many people look at the aging process as being entirely or highly oxidative. You hear that whole, and I'm probably to blame for starting everyone using the term antioxidant when we talked about supplements about 35 years ago. But when it comes to aging, when I think of CoQ10, as much as CoQ10 is among the most powerful antioxidants that's present in our body, that deals with one of the most profound oxidative processes in our body, which is the fallout from our producing energy. So CoQ10 helps us produce the energy, central to that. CoQ10 then also protects us from the fallout, like a fallout from a power plant, the pollution from a power plant. We have that on a cellular level as well. The unfortunate thing about CoQ10 is that as we age, our ability to produce it suffers. And as it suffers, one of the most standard experiences or complaints as we age is fatigue. One of the most standard experiences and one of the most standard observations with aging is that our key organs gradually diminish their function. It's not like 30 or 40% overnight, but it might be reduced functioning by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4% per decade. And over the course of the lifetime, our lifetime, that is what we really observe as aging. So in my world, really our ability to produce adequate amounts of energy for our key organs to function their very best, that's more central to aging and anti-aging than even antioxidant theory of aging. And when you look at the two of them, CoQ10 covers them both, but I think it's really most important that we make sure that we give our body the energy necessary to engage in repair and the energy necessary for our organs to function their very best.
And it is a huge customer pick on hsn.com, by the way. You can go read all the reviews. I do want to also remind everyone, as you're calling in to order this tonight, we have extended our return policy till January 31st next year, 2015. So if you order this right now, it's actually almost a 4-month money back, 3.5-month money back guarantee. So if you are holiday shopping, if you're shopping for gifts, that's why we extend our return policy starting in October, because a lot of us are thinking about gift giving. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. You have until the end of January to return this product. So that will give you plenty of time to see if you do not notice the difference. And I will say this, it would not be Andrew's top selling ingredient, period, across the board, if people didn't love it. You know, there's a lot of CoQ out there. 35 years ago, when Andrew started manufacturing coenzyme Q10, nobody had a clue what it was.
30, yeah.
When you brought it here to HSN 18 years ago, nobody had ever heard of it before, and you had to really educate us and explain to us the importance of taking it. Well, over the years, people are learning more about the fact that this is important.
And by the way, the first probably 20 years that I spoke about CoQ10, it wasn't a popular ingredient.
Right.
I was kind of talking till I was blue in the face. I knew how important it was. I knew how life-changing it could be. And certainly the people who tried it experienced that. But it wasn't until the mainstream media and other companies embraced it about a decade ago. And in so doing, I don't have the advertising budget to convince everybody to try it, but once all the other big companies who have the advertising budget and the clout to do so, that was the moment of transition for CoQ10. So we were friends to CoQ10 long before it was popular to be CoQ10's friends, simply because we follow the research, we follow the science, and anyone who understands the biochemistry of cellular energy production knows at the very top of that list is a word, and that word is coenzyme Q10, ubiquinone, ubiquinol. There's no escaping it. And there's no better value you're going to find in the world of CoQ10. You're not going to find any higher quality CoQ10 than the CoQ10 you're seeing here tonight. And decades ago, I really didn't emphasize the unique quality of our CoQ10. I would talk about the purity of our formulas. I would talk about our adding the B12 that's active and absorbable and protected, our vitamin C that we add. But I didn't differentiate it because of the quality of our CoQ10. Now, today, in recent years, unfortunately, the world has changed. 20+ years ago, Konica CoQ10, the first natural CoQ10, the CoQ10 that we use, the most pure and bioidentical CoQ10, that was the CoQ10 that represented perhaps 80 to 90% of the CoQ10 in the marketplace. In the last decade or so, as CoQ10's become more popular, Chinese CoQ10 has dominated the marketplace. And unfortunately, Chinese CoQ10, although it's cheaper for a company to buy it, it hasn't met the standards that I set for the quality of my CoQ10. So we've looked at it, but we've chosen not to embrace Chinese CoQ10. Fortunately, the folks at Konica, the makers of the finest CoQ10, they have supported us, and they've supported our Today Special every year. So we've been able to do a Today Special like this, and I wasn't sure how much longer they'd continue to be able to support us in this fashion, to be able to do pricing like this, so you can be confident getting the best CoQ10 in the world, the best purity, the most bioidentical, natural CoQ10 in the world, also getting it blended with 300 milligrams of vitamin C per capsule. So when you look at, say, those two larger sizes, you're either getting a 300 or a 600 of 300 milligrams of vitamin C per capsule, a 300 or a 600 capsule supply of 100 micrograms of B12. We have a separate 100 microgram B12 product. If you look at what 600 capsules of that would cost, I would imagine that it's somewhere around $70 or $80. If you look at my vitamin C, I would imagine that's around $70 or $80 for the equivalent. So when you look at that large size, that 600 capsule supply, the B12, the B complex, and the vitamin C alone would probably account for about $130, $140 of that product on its own. So, and that's without even talking about the bundles and their value. So it's a great value all around, and you're not getting that value because we've compromised the CoQ10. Unfortunately, when you buy CoQ10 in supermarkets or discount stores or out in the marketplace on the internet, more often than not now, you're going to be getting Chinese CoQ10 and not the quality CoQ10 you see here. This is the CoQ10 I take every single day. I know it's the same CoQ10 that Colleen takes. So it's the very best. So when it comes to the kinds of benefits, and there was a great review I mentioned last night, when it comes to the kinds of benefits that this product delivers and the importance of this ingredient to you, it's literally now pennies a day. This product used to be a couple of dollars a day for 200 milligrams. Today, it's a little bit more than 25 cents a day for the 200 milligrams.
Let me take you back to 2011 to give you an example of that, because remember, each capsule now has 200 milligrams of CoQ10. So if we go back, this is 2011, so we're going back 3 years ago. And I want you to see a 50, a 150, a 300, a 600. To have the equivalent amount of CoQ10, here is what the pricing would have had to look like. And here's, of course, our pricing today. You would be saving $600 compared to what we were offering just a few years ago. I want to take you back to the original CoQ10 product that had 30 milligrams per capsule. 30 milligrams per capsule. Now it's 200 milligrams per capsule. So as we go back, you can see, again, same amount, same bottle size, same capsule amounts, but look at what a 600 would have cost back then. Instead, if it didn't have just the 30 milligrams per capsule, with the 200 milligrams per capsule, you would have been spending this. $1,552 is what we would have had to spend to get the same potency that you're getting today for $199.90. The savings here is over $1,300. I know that sounds crazy, but the bottom line is that is what is exciting about this Today Special, about Andrew working with the finest manufacturer of CoQ10 in the world, Konica CoQ10, made in America, made in Texas. Andrew's products, made in America, made in Nevada. I mean, that's that's the beauty of buying these products. It's such a solar energy, so you don't harm the environment. Every single thing about buying these vitamins is something that makes you feel good. You get to live better, you get to feel better, and you're doing good. So you feel good and you do good at the same time by buying these great products.
And as you alluded to before, what's nice in October is and October's my 18th anniversary, so we tend to do very special today specials for my 18th. But what's wonderful about October is you get that money-back guarantee until the end of January. So you literally get more than 100 days if you're trying this for the first time, and it really warrants a try. I think, as I was going to allude to a review before, it was talking about a matter of sort of self-respect, that if we really just do a reality check, that as we get older, these critical nutrients, CoQ10 in particular, its levels suffer in our body. If we just simply look realistically how we live, its levels suffer even more in our body. It's no wonder why fatigue is such a common complaint when we go see the doctor. Because on a biochemical level, on a physiologic level, it's the natural byproduct of our existence, of our biochemistry inside our body. So CoEnzyme Q10 is a simple tool, and it's a limiting factor in our body. It's something that limits our cells' ability to produce energy. And as I've said before, many times when it comes to energy, you think, oh gosh, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I'm going to have some caffeine, or maybe I just need to eat something. I need some sugar. I need to raise up my blood sugar level. We all know you raise up your blood sugar level, moments later, insulin is going to have that level crashing down, so the fatigue returns. And when it comes to caffeine, again, that's a temporary fix. The most logical way to approach energy in terms of how our body produces energy, that we are, and I talked about this in the beginning, our experience of energy level is the sum total of the experience of energy on a cellular level for trillions and trillions of cells. So the productivity of all those cells in terms of energy production, that really is determinative of our energy level. And there is no ingredient that unfortunately becomes more limited as we get older, the way we live in this country, that's central to energy production, than CoQ10. And what we also do, as great as CoQ10 is, it can't do the work on its own. Our body is the major source. If you're not supplementing, our body's production of CoQ10, as limited as it is, that's our major source of CoQ10. But to make CoQ10, you need vitamin C, vitamin B6, vitamin B2. You need all of the ingredients we deliver with our CoQ10. Those ingredients work with CoQ10 to produce energy in your body. Those ingredients work within your body to produce more CoQ10. So it's really a product that's the only true logical solution to deliver the CoQ10 we need to support our key organs. And again, if you're taking cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, if you're taking medications like bisphosphonates for osteoporosis or osteopenia, if you're taking antidepressants, if you're taking certain antibiotics, the medications we take lower our levels of CoQ10. So again, it's not surprising that so many of those medications have as their side effect fatigue, because that is the natural consequence of lowered CoQ10 levels.
And by the way, in case you are just joining us, I want to remind everybody, we're getting a lot of brand new customers tonight. So jump in. We welcome all of you. If you are brand new and trying Andrew's products for the first time, we're delighted to see that. But I want you to know that this offer expires after today. This is it. At midnight tonight, we do this once a year. We wait all year. For those of us who love this product and take this product, we wait all year for Andrew to bring us his CoEnzyme Q10. We've never offered it quite like this before. This big bundle, this is on fire. There's you added more to try to get them through the night. We have 700 left. So they're going to have to figure that out and hopefully get some more, because we've sold over 10,000 of just this large bundle today. Why? Because the value, remember, just the resveratrol product, if you add it up, all the ingredients here, that is a $284 value. That's just an add-on. That would cost more than the 600 capsules of CoEnzyme Q10. I know it sounds wild, and it is. It's a huge value. Free shipping and handling. You get a free cookbook included as well, which is fantastic. You're going to love Muriel and Andrew's recipes that are in the cookbook. So that's part of the offer. But if you are jumping in now and you're ordering it now, you are getting the best savings, the best value, lowest price per capsule we have ever offered. for Andrew's CoEnzyme Q10. So if you do the big bundle, the 600 caps of CoQ with the 360 caps of the new resveratrol EGCG pomegranate, you are getting the biggest savings across the board. The 300 cap bundle is also super popular. Remember, with the 300 cap bundle, we're including a 120 cap size of the resveratrol EGCG pomegranate product. And then if you want just CoQ10, we also have those choices here, and these have been hugely popular. A 600, a 300, a 150, or a great little try me at the 50 cap supply. Yeah. So whichever you have your eye on here, this is the time to do it. We're excited so many of you are ordering it because you'll notice a difference. That's the best part about it. I notice when I forget to take it. I notice if I'm like you, if I travel and I forget to take it, which frankly, I don't do. I would turn my car around. I'd probably miss my flight before I would get on a plane when I'm traveling and not take my vitamins with me. But the truth is, if I run out or if I forget to take it, I literally notice a difference. We all take it at different times. Somebody on my Facebook wanted to know the best time to take it. I take 2 capsules a day. I take it before I come into work. That's when I take it. I take it in the afternoon as I'm kind of starting to get ready for work to kind of really get my energy levels up.
I take it with breakfast and lunch. Okay. Oftentimes, because our B vitamins are so absorbable, and I talked about this earlier. I'll probably write a blog post about it. The nonsense about activated forms of B vitamins. I was probably the first company doing activated forms of B vitamins back in 1979, but it's not worth the incredible extra expense. They're not more stable. They're not more active. Activated just means it's a reference to their form. So the form of B vitamins in this product are highly available, highly absorbable. And my point was going to be, some people might not want to be taking B vitamins in the evening.
Okay.
I have no problem doing so. Typically, the best time to take CoQ10 is in the morning or at lunch. And simply take it with any meal is going to have a little bit of fat, because a little bit of fat enhances its absorption, significantly improves its absorption. So I always want to take it. With me, sometimes I'll take it with a small, I like to have like a little tiny handful of almonds or macadamia nuts. I like to have nuts every day. They have very healthy fat and great source of vitamin E. So that's what I'll typically do with my CoQ10. And sometimes Muriel will make her scrambled eggs and she puts like salmon roe on them, which salmon roe is an incredible source of EPA and DHA, omega-3 fatty acids. But I digress. So it is the best form of CoQ10 in the world. And I said this before, and I'm very proud that in 30 years of offering CoQ10, long before anyone ever contemplated the ingredient, we sought out the best form of natural CoQ10 in the world. Back then, there was synthetic CoQ10. That was not something that I would consider. It was made actually from tobacco. Today, the Chinese CoQ10 is still arguably natural CoQ10, but it isn't the bioidentical, natural, pure form of CoQ10 that we get from Conaca, which, like my products, are made right here in the U.S. It's not like I have an aversion to any Chinese product, but when it comes to CoQ10, the Conaca CoQ10 is by far the best, and as important as this is to our quality of life, there's no reason to compromise. And if you look at the value today, certainly offering the best doesn't make it an expensive product. This was a product, as I said before, that CoQ10 on its own you'd expect to be about usually a penny a milligram. So each capsule today would be about $2. Today, we've added the vitamin C, the B complex, the B12, and it's a little over 25 cents a capsule. Plus, with the bundles, you also get the resveratrol, EGC, and pomegranate, 100 milligrams of each per capsule. So that's really an incredible product as well. So a great value. I just checked on quantity before. Actually, I thought we'd be fine on CoQ10. We'll be fine on the 600. We're probably going to run out of the 300 on CoQ10.
See? I wondered.
And the bundles, but the bundles we're looking very good on. So we were able to have enough materials. And literally, the additional product we make, and by the way, everything that's sitting right now in HSN's warehouse, this is not something we made 6 months or a year ago. The resveratrol EGCG pomegranate product did not exist when I went to Colorado this summer to exercise, to run and bike. It didn't exist before I left Las Vegas.
Wow.
So it's literally something, it was
fresh.
It was a silly idea of mine that I thought we couldn't do, and we were able to do it, to get it into one capsule, all 3 of those. So all of these ingredients, when you get them home, are literally a matter of a few weeks old.
Well, you know what's funny? So many of us, I take the resveratrol, a lot of you do. I love the pomegranate. Again, these are products we're taking anyway. You read all about the benefits of green tea. It's the EGCG in the green tea that is that powerful antioxidant that's so beneficial. That's what this has in it. So this, for those of us that want all the benefits of red wine, you know, the red wine, what's beneficial about red wine in terms of health benefit is the resveratrol. It's in here. Green tea, the EGCG from the green tea, it's in here. Pomegranate, you read all about the benefits of pomegranate. You get the pomegranate standardized in here without all the sugar, you know, the pomegranate juices and all of that. So you get these three ingredients, these three botanicals.
No caffeine, no alcohol,
no calories,
no sugar, no calories.
It's brilliant. So that's why I get excited about this, because these are things a lot of us are taking anyway, and now it's in one boom.
And by the way, lots of suggestions already that I've received that we need to do a Today Special next year for resveratrol EGC pomegranate capsule. But mind you,
that's a good idea.
If we do a Today Special for it next year, it will not be close to the value, even if that 360 capsule supply was a little over $100. That would be half off the regular price. And today, it's only $75 more than the regular bundle. So, it is a wonderful 18th anniversary Today Special, and the real star is CoQ10. So if you want either of the sizes of CoQ10, that's the real star. The bonus are the bundles, and as I've said before, it's a large investment on the bundles, but just remember, those bundles, the large one, that's 20 months. If you're taking it yourself, that's 20 months of CoEnzyme Q10. So even at, say,
take one a day.
At one a day, at $199, 20 months, what is that? $10 a month. And so, and then for a year, 12 months of the resveratrol EGC pomegranate product is just $6 a month. So it really is an extremely affordable way to get what are normally extremely expensive ingredients.
And remember, the CoQ10 by itself, just to get 600 capsules of 200 milligrams per capsule. And remember, it has the vitamin B12, vitamin C, all these other wonderful nutrients. That is a $449 value in just the 600 capsules. I'll show you right here of the CoEnzyme Q10. So you're looking at that alone you cannot buy for $274. This by itself is valued at $450. This product right here, you would have to pay separately, because this has never been done before. So you have to buy a separate bottle of the resveratrol, a separate bottle of the EGCG, a separate bottle of the pomegranate, and that comes to $284. So you can't even buy this for the $274 if you were buying it separately, plus separate shipping and handling.
By the way, you can't even buy that.
Right.
Because it doesn't exist yet. It's such a brand new product. The first inventory we made of it went with the Today Special. It probably won't be available as a separate product until sometime in November. And I suspect the HSN price on that product, not I suspect, the HSN price on that product will be close for a 360 capsule supply. Will be close to $200, just based upon the cost of all the different ingredients. So it gives you a sense of the great value. What I wanted to do was just read some science. I mean, the scientists pride themselves on being objective, and the kind of research we pull is really biochemical research. So it's really research that talks about the properties of the ingredients, and specifically CoEnzyme Q10 here. And the thing that I think most people focus on, for decades, most people focus on CoEnzyme Q10's antioxidant benefits, antioxidant properties. And yes, CoQ10 is probably the most important and significant lipid-soluble antioxidant in our body. And if you think about our liver is a lipid-based organ, our brain is a lipid-based organ, you understand how important CoQ10 is to those organs. But at the same time, you can't make energy on a cellular level without CoEnzyme Q10. So without CoEnzyme Q10, our body's most critical organs and systems, who are energy dependent because they never stop working, we get to go to sleep and rest. What do you think your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your brain are doing when you're sleeping? They are still working. Dreaming is part of a complex exercise that our brain goes through at night to basically repair, recover, reconstitute itself so it's ready for the next day that we throw at it. So these organs never stop working, and energy is the driver. The ability, energy is defined, if you spoke to a physicist, energy is defined as the ability to do work. What are our cells designed to do? They're not designed to live. They're designed to do work for us so we live. each one of those cells is independently responsible for its own energy. Every single one of them. There's no central energy production in our body. Sure, our heart pumps blood around our body that delivers nutrients and delivers oxygen, but where do they go? They go to cells, so the cells oxidize, burn that fuel, use the oxygen that our heart was pumping, that our lungs took in. So again, every single cell is independently responsible for producing that energy, and the electron transport that defines that energy production is centered around the molecule we're talking about here, coenzyme Q10. But let's just quickly, this is from a journal called Current Neurovascular Research. There is evidence that mitochondrial dysfunction, the mitochondria are the powerhouses in all our cells that are our ability to produce energy. But mitochondrial dysfunction, when our mitochondria don't work well, and oxidative stress are directly related to fatigue in humans. So when we're tired, it's oxidative stress and mitochondrial dysfunction. Our powerhouses aren't making power well. Makes sense. Fatigue.
Sure does.
Thus, enhancement of mitochondrial functions with coenzyme Q10 may be an important mechanism by which fatigue can be reduced. And it's just a common sense statement there. It was reported that animals supplemented on coenzyme Q10, and we didn't even talk about the anti-aging benefits, but animals supplemented on coenzyme Q10 may reach a significantly longer mean lifespan.
You're kidding me.
11.7% longer.
Do you give it to your dog?
Yeah, I do. I give him periodically Friendly Flora, sort of alternate days, Friendly Flora, cranberry, aloe vera, because I make a little veggie paste for him and we mix the aloe vera in with that. And I'll give him CoQ10, I'll give him fruitful antioxidants periodically, Ultimate Eye periodically. So I'll like open a capsule, sprinkle about a quart of a capsule in his food, and then I take the rest of the capsule.
Such a good daddy. Oh my goodness.
Well, like all of our pets.
They're babies.
Yeah, my dog's life centers around me. So why shouldn't I show him some similar respect?
Absolutely.
And so that's why I make sure he gets the best vitamins,
that's
of course.
awesome.
But so, as we see here, and I want him to be around as long as possible, a significantly higher maximum lifespan, 24% higher, an increased learning capacity than non-supplemented. That's probably why Lincoln's so smart. It's the CoQ10. Suggesting that a long-term supplementation with a small dosage of CoQ10 may represent a good anti-aging therapy. I mean, you go out on the internet and start reading the research, the clinical studies. It's fascinating.
Amazing. From
critical reviews in food science and nutrition, the human body biosynthesizes CoQ10. As I said before, we make a little CoQ10 because we really don't get it from our diet. We're dependent on what little our body can make.
And we make less as we get older.
But you're just right ahead.
Okay.
But its endogenous tissue levels drop progressively with increasing age. Coenzyme Q10 is chiefly found in the most active organs, like the heart, the kidney, and the liver, where an even greater decline can be observed with increasing age, and that greater decline is associated with a reduced ability to produce energy. We talked about fatigue a moment ago. There was a quote. So the intracellular biosynthesis of CoQ10 begins through a cascade of amino acid precursors, which indispensably require 8 vitamins, namely vitamins B6, C, B2, B12, folic acid, niacin, and pantothenic acid. What I want to do here is show everyone. So not only do we give you the 200 milligrams of CoQ10, but the list of nutrients that are necessary to synthesize CoQ10, the vitamin B2, the folic acid, the B6, pantothenic acid, niacin, we give you those. So not only are we giving you the 200 milligrams at very high levels of CoQ10, but we're giving you the other nutrients that are necessary for your body to produce even more. And then these nutrients as well, vitamin B2, you can't produce energy without it. Vitamin B12, necessary for hemoglobin, you can't transport oxygen without it. So they're all intimately related to the energy production process, intimately related to CoQ10 synthesis, and intimately related to the perception of energy that we will feel or not feel. So again, if you look at this chart here, the small chart, we're once again looking at nutrients that we provide, not just the CoQ10, but the other components to have the CoQ10 work its best. International Journal of Cardiology, endogenous synthesis of CoQ10 in the body declines with age, indicating a rationale for supplementation in the elderly. If you look at the science, endogenous levels start decreasing around age 30 or 35. So you don't have to be elderly for that rationale to apply. Cellular and tissue levels of CoQ10 decrease with age, and cellular levels below a critical threshold are incompatible with life. Would I say incompatible with a quality life? Coenzyme Q10 supplements at a dose of 150 milligrams can decrease oxidative stress and increase antioxidant enzyme activity. A higher dose of CoQ10 supplements, greater than 150 milligrams per day, might promote rapid and sustainable antioxidation, reduced oxidative stress. And therein is the rationale behind our 200 milligram dose.
How great is that? You see, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It is fascinating. And doesn't that make you just feel so happy that you're taking this? And if you're not taking it yet, I hope you will call today and order it, because clearly it's been popular. We're going to hit the 40,000 mark here coming up right around the corner. The big bundle would be completely sold out. We have a couple hundred left. The medium-sized bundle also would be completely sold out if Andrew were not able to add a few extra. So by all means, pick up that phone, call the toll-free number, and let us send this home to you. And then on top of that, if you'd like to get just CoQ by itself, remember, we do have the CoQ by itself, a 600, a 300, a 150, or a 50 cap supply. So however you decide to do this, if you want the bundle, which most of us are ordering that bundle, I did, because I take those ingredients anyway. That added product, this is a brand new product. This is a $285 value. At $285 value, you get the whole thing for $274. And plus it's on FlexPay, $45 gets it home, free shipping and handling, and on top of that, we've extended the return policy till January 31st, 2015. So there's never been a better time. And this is the time of year when we're under more stress, we're busier, and the bottom line is we want to have energy to do things. We want quality of life. We want to enjoy our life. You want to get home from work. You want to feel good about going out that night to a party or to, you know, this is the time of year when we want to feel better and feel more energized. Coenzyme Q10 is the perfect partner for you. This is something that's going to help you feel better, help you enjoy things more, so you're not dragging around. And that's the key, and it's a different type of energy. It's a different type of feeling. I can't wait for you to try it. Again, for those of us who take it, we love it. Not only do I take it, my husband takes it, both my sons take it. They love it. This is one of those products that it is absolute feel the difference product when you try it, when you take it. And now if you call tonight, you get to stock up in a way we've never seen before. One time a year, we offer Coenzyme Q10 as a today's special. Each capsule has 200 milligrams of the world's finest coenzyme Q10. So you can take one a day, you can take a couple a day. That's going to be up to you. I take 2 a day. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you do 1 a day and you share these with a spouse, this is going to last for 300 days. If you're taking 2 a day, you and a spouse, however you're divvying these up. We each, Carlos and I, had to order our own bottle. We don't share well. Really don't. He's like, are you dipping in to my vitamins? We do. We have like a separate in the pantry. I have my vitamins. He has his vitamins. We don't, intrude into each other's dance space when it comes to our vitamins.
When Muriel and I travel, I have to make sure that between the two of us taking them, that we bring enough for each of us. So because there's just some things that you have to draw the line.
That's right.
And CoQ10 is one of those important supplements that and that's, I was just glancing at some reviews that I'll read, once you develop a relationship with this product, and I don't use that word sort of inadvertently, it's really you develop a relationship with this product because it's something that delivers a return on that investment. The investment is a fraction of what it used to have to be 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So the typical dose of 30 milligrams would cost about 50 cents a day. So now you're getting 200 milligrams. You're getting 6 or 7 times the potency for less. So there's not inflation with CoQ10, it's deflation. It's become less expensive. We've expanded the product in terms of the vitamin C, the B complex, the B12, and tonight you also get an opportunity with the bundles. But I was just going to read some of the product reviews. We went through some of the science. We have several hundred reviews here. I didn't read any earlier in the day. I think I read about a dozen early today. Now we'll read a few more here. This is a pretty long one too. From Miri in Florida. I'm on my 2nd bottle. Great product. I really feel that Andrew Lessman's Coenzyme Q10 capsules are superior to any that are out there on the market. They are, without question, the finest CoQ10. I read labels and do research as much as I can before I take any supplements. I know that instead of tablets, the capsules are easily absorbed into my system. I was advised that CoQ10 is absorbed better along with a little fat, absolutely, as I said. So take a teaspoon of peanut butter first. This is the second bottle of 240 capsules. And now I'm introducing them to my husband, who is on statin drugs, which lower cholesterol, which lower CoQ10 levels. It's a sad fact of life with statins that they lower our CoQ10 levels. I believe he needs them more than I do, and she's correct. And his health will really benefit from them. Thanks. She is very correct.
One of the things I learned from you, I take my CoQ with omega-3 to get that little bit of fat in there. And why not, right? They work hand in hand together.
Many people will take it with omega-3, with phosphatidylcholine. You just take it, virtually any meal contains a small amount of fat, and you're going to have an opportunity to absorb it. It's very, very best. It doesn't take much fat for optimum absorption. But omega-3s are a perfect thing, and we'll talk about omega-3s in a moment.
Great.
So it's a perfect capsule to take with this. Important for everybody. I wish everybody knew how important it is to take the supplement. We need it to make energy at the cellular level. This is something we can do that makes a serious difference in our functioning. I'm glad Andrew uses a good source of CoQ10. It is the best. Konica is without question the best. If you're going to take a supplement, it might as well be a good one. It's from Brenda in Georgia. Unfortunately, the majority of CoQ10 on the market is not Konica any longer. Used to be 20 years ago.
Right.
Now it's mostly Chinese CoQ10. Cannot be without. Thank you, Andrew, for this wonderful product. I used it for a month and then ran out. Within a week, I wondered what had happened to me. I was so tired.
Wow.
Finally, I got it again and love it. Everyone should be taking this. Doctor approved. As with all of Andrew's vitamins, this one hits a home run. I was told by my cardiologist to continue taking it, for it would help my heart and provide energy. From Rosie in Florida. Makes a real difference. As a breast cancer survivor, I've found that taking CoQ10 makes a very definite difference in my energy level. I stopped for several months last year and finally realized I should try it again. It made a true improvement. It is difficult to overcome all the negative things that chemo and radiation do to our bodies, but this has helped me.
Right.
I trust Andrew Lessman's products, so even though I might find a cheaper product, I feel assured of this product's integrity.
Yep.
And illness is something that definitely stresses our body's ability to produce CoQ10. So whatever the illness might be, of course, talk to your doctor. But CoQ10 is something that just supports your body's ability to produce energy on a cellular level. And in the face of disease or a health condition, that is an important thing to support. Great. This product does not upset my GI tract like other brands. I take this with a statin, a cholesterol-lowering drug. It definitely helps with the side effects of the statin. I can definitely tell a difference. It is more expensive than many brands, but worth it for me to escape the stomach problems. And for today's special, it's not more expensive. When you consider the vitamin C, the B complex, the B12, all the things we add, it's a bargain. Energy. I usually cannot take vitamins, but let me tell you, I will not be without this product. It makes miracles for me. I have so much energy from just one capsule. It is unbelievable. Where has it been all my life? I feel so alert and active. I plan on making this a part of my life until the end of time. The quality of my life has greatly improved, as well as my husband's. We awake with a renewed energy. This should be advertised in doctors' offices. I really can't put into words how it has impacted my life in such a positive manner. That's from Desi in Tennessee.
Great,
We'll stop there.
Desi. I love that, don't you? Hey, I was just given an update on the that's just a snippet. There's almost 800 reviews like that. Perfect 5-star, 5 out of 5 star reviews. By the way, I was just informed that the 300 cap bundle, where you get 300 caps of the CoQ and 120 caps of the new resveratrol EGCG pomegranate, we are putting out in a moment, last call here. We will not be able to do, I think.
No, on the 300.
Oh, on the 300 over here. Okay, the 300, just the single, last call. 400 only of this one left.
Right.
Very good. So if you want the CoEnzyme Q10, just the 300 by itself, last call soon will go out here because we're down to under 400 and counting.
Right.
Very good. The other sizes were good at this stage of the game.
We are all good on all the other sizes, so which is wonderful because I thought we wouldn't be. So we hold back a certain number of capsules. We obviously create a very large inventory for these shows, and we do this in the last couple of weeks, and then we hold back a certain number of capsules because we never can We're pretty good, but we never can predict exactly how the orders are going to come in. And the bundles
like
came in.
Millions of capsules, right?
Oh, tens of millions of capsules.
Tens of millions of capsules.
Yes, a lot of
Jeez.
capsules. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
Oh,
I really don't know how you
well,
sort of estimate how
Deborah,
many you're going to need.
Well, Deborah Landa does an amazing job. She runs our business here at HSN, and she does an amazing job juggling all the different bottles and capsule counts and everything like that. So yeah,
it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
All I know is we appreciate that Andrew and his team do what they do. And that at the end of the day, that's what this is about. We're talking about the #1 ingredient Andrew sells. You've heard me say many, many times, Andrew is our top selling product line at HSN. We sell more of Andrew's vitamins than anything, and as you know, we have many amazing products here. So that makes me, I love knowing that, because it tells me that our viewers and our customers care about their health. And they love learning, because really when you watch an Andrew Lessman show, if you buy nothing, you're going to learn a lot about vitamins. You're going to learn a lot about your health just by watching this show. I've learned so much just working with Andrew. I'm like many of you, I didn't care much about vitamins. I was not a vitamin taker. Before Andrew came to HSN 18 years ago, I never took vitamins. I didn't really think I'd ever become a person who loves taking vitamins. But I am thrilled that I have discovered his products. I love taking them. And I always feel very strongly that if you're going to take vitamins, if you're going to spend your hard-earned money on vitamins, don't you want to be buying the best? There's certain things we can skimp on. You can buy generic here or there. But when it comes to our health, when it comes to vitamins, this is the one place where I feel as though I do not want to skimp here. I want to buy the very best I can afford, and these are the finest available on the market, period. There's no other vitamin product being manufactured that holds the same high standards that Andrew holds for his products. And that is just the truth. I mean, everything right down to the way they're packaged. Not only is this bottle recyclable, it's made out of recyclable material.
Recycled plastic.
Recycled plastic.
We didn't have to make new plastic. It's more expensive to do this, but we didn't have to make new plastic to make that bottle. The product is entirely made at my facility with solar energy. Everything at my facility is powered by solar energy. All of the lights in my facility are LEDs. We did that about 4 or 5 years ago. We're probably the first facility in the world that was all LED lighting. So we make sure that when you're enjoying the best vitamins in the world, you can understand and appreciate the fact that we're going about doing it in the best, most respectful, high-integrity fashion possible. Also, every bottle you get today, we donate 2 bottles of prenatal vitamins to a needy mother somewhere in the world. 20% of those right here in America. We're getting close, I think, to having donated almost 2 million years of prenatal vitamins. Wow. So with the bundles, of course, we'll donate 4 bottles because there's 2 bottles in a bundle.
Okay, hold up. So I ordered 2 bundles today.
So that means those 2 bundles, that's 4 bottles. We're donating 8.
8 bottles.
Yes.
So think about that. There are 8. So if you're ordering 1 bundle, there are 2. There are 4
women.
4 women.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There are 4 expectant moms somewhere in the world who are going to receive a bottle of vitamins for their unborn baby's health, because you decided to do something healthy today.
And their health. I mean, in the developing world and right here in America, there are areas where women are not getting good prenatal care or prenatal nutrition, and it can make the difference of life and death to a mother, to her baby, and most importantly to that baby, it changes the human potential of that child, because prenatally, vitamins are essential for the healthy development of their brain and other systems, immune systems. So it's something where we really get to exert a powerful impact on the planet. So it's something that I'm thrilled that we get to do these sorts of things. So we're environmentally responsible, we're socially responsible, and in terms of the quality of the product, you're not going to find a better CoQ10 product anywhere in the world, because we go directly, and we have for 30 years, gone directly to the best source of CoQ10.